In the days when men still remembered how to speak to trees, and the wind would answer if your heart was clean, there lived a man named Olukayode. His name meaning the one who brings joy from the gods. And indeed, he had joy. His forge burned bright day and night, shaping iron like songs. Kings sent for him. Warriors knelt before him for blades of power. Women spoke his name into honey and kola nuts, wishing for husbands with his heart and heart. But Olukayode was not just blessed, he was warned. Long before the praise singers carved his name into the drums, he had stood before an old babalawo, desperate and childless. His wife, Moradeon, had wept beneath the moon for 9 seasons, each time her belly rising, then falling with the grief of unborn children. They went to the house of Baba Ifayemi, who consulted the sacred Oboifa. The Odù that fell was Ogbe Ate, a path of promise and anger, of growth tangled in obligation. The child you seek will come, the Babalawo said, but only if you honor your ancestors with salt and yam, and give Eshu his due at the crossroads. If you do not, you may still receive the child, but the prize will come later, and it will be heavier than joy can carry. Olukayode nodded. He gave thanks. He promised. But when he returned to his compound, something shifted in his heart. If Orumila knows the child will come, he said to his wife, then let the child come. Why should I give goats and fowl, yam and salt, cowries and clothes? Let Ifa bless me freely, or not at all. And so the Ebo was never made. And yet, as the priests foretold, the child did come, a daughter. She was born beneath a moon so full, it looked like the world was holding its breath. Her first cry made the flames in Olukayode's forge rise without touch. Her mother named her Ayoka. Joy has come again. But when the midwife bathed the child, she gasped. There, on the center of the child's chest was a mark, a perfect circle with 3 small dots above it. A symbol no one could name, but every elder feared. The mark pulsed faintly, like it breathed on its own. The oldest woman present whispered. The child was sent as a reminder. She carries the voice of the earth. Olukayode laughed and brushed it off. A birthmark is no curse. My child is destined for greatness. And so she was. But the ancestors do not forget what is old. Years passed. Ayoka grew like the sacred Iroko, tall, steady, and filled with quiet mystery. She spoke to insects. She sang old songs that no one had taught her. She would dream of flames and crying women, of rivers running backward, of names long buried. One day, when she was 7, she stood in the courtyard and said, Baba, the earth says you are late. The debt you refused to pay has grown, and now it is I who must walk into the forest. Olukayode froze. Who told you these things? He asked. The roots under my feet, she said simply. That night, Eshu came in a dream. He wore a wide hat and walked with a crooked cane carved with faces of those who never fulfilled their destiny. You were warned, he told Olukayode. You were given the path of Ogbe Ate, but you took the harvest and left the feed on sale. The earth does not let what is old go unpaid. Your daughter now walks with what should have been your burden. She will carry it well, but not without pain. Olukayode wept in the dream and wept in waking. The next day, the earth trembled. Small things first. Goats refusing to eat. Chickens laying bloodied eggs. Then greater things. His forge cracked. His fields dried, though the rains had not stopped. His wife fell sick, coughing up water she had not drunk. The elders came to him. "This is not illness," they said. "This is memory. The earth's remembering your arrogance." Desperate, Olukayode returned to Baba Ifayemi, now half blind and living at the edge of the village. He cast the Odù again. Ogbe Ate returned again. "It's not too late," Baba said, "but the prices has risen. You must give not for yourself now, but for your child. She must go into the forest and listen to what the ancestors have to say. Only she can speak their truth." And so, she entered the forest of the ancestors, barefoot and alone. Inside the forest, the trees leaned in to whisper secrets. The wind stood still to listen. Ayoka walked until she reached the heart of it, where a mound of red earth sat untouched by time. And the earth opened, not with violence, but with invitation. From beneath the soil rose a woman made of roots and bone, her eyes glowing with the fire of truth. "Child of death," she said, "do you know why you are here?" "Because my father took what was given and refused to give back," Ayoka said. "Yes, and because of that, the song of your bloodline soared. But you have chosen differently." The spirits gave her a calabash filled with dark water. "Drink and know." Ayoka drank. She saw her ancestors, some angry, some sorrowful, some dancing in joy at her arrival. She saw her father at the shrine years ago, promising and turning away. She saw the missed offerings, the hungry mouths of spirits, the blessings given and forgotten. And then she saw herself, older, leading people through pain, healing the forgotten with herbs and words and firelight. When she awoke, the sun had not yet risen, but something had shifted. She walked out of the forest barefoot, and the grass beneath her turned green in her wake. When she returned, her mother was healed. The forge burned bright again, and the drought broke with soft rain. But Olukayode, he bowed before his daughter. "Forgive me." "I cannot," she said softly, "but I can walk forward, and that will be enough." From that day, Ayoka became a revered priestess. She rebuilt the shrine her father ignored. She never hoarded power. She gave offering not just when things went wrong, but when all was well, because she understood that Ogbe Ate is not a warning of punishment. It is a reminder that blessings unbalanced by humility are like a gourd filled only with air. They make sound but feed no one. And so the tale is told. Ogbe Ate speaks to those who will take from the divine but offer nothing in return. It reminds us that what we neglect spiritually does not disappear. It waits. It grows, and sometimes it is passed to our children. But it also tells us that we can return. That even a child can repair the cracks a father left. That the earth is patient but never blind. When you receive Ogbe Ate, remember Ayoka. Honor what you have been given and never walk forward without feeding the ground beneath your feet. Ashe.